Hi guys, just a small haul here. Hubby and I bought some of these for the cotton candy tree. So we got 4 packs of those. Excuse the mess. And then I got 3 more packs of these. The bulldog clips were $1 each. These are $2. I have an idea for that. And I got kitty cat. And then we have the small wooden figures. The kitty cat was $1.25. This is $2. Little ones. And then I walked along and I found the larger ones. And they're $4. And then the last thing I got was this. These, I'm guessing, were $1. There's 16 in there. This is for an idea I have for the glass plate. That's it. Fast haul. Hi guys, White Witch 110 here. We've just had 2 strange things happen this evening. And because of that, I saged the apartment and the balcony just now. So the whole place smells like sage. First thing that happened was a Coca-Cola clock that we've had up on part of the wall for quite a while now. It's by the balcony door. It fell. And that's strange, you know. It's like, well, what did we have? We had it on a nail. So we put it up against our shelving, intending to put a nail up there later. And then just a few minutes, I actually ended up burning myself. See? Focus, you silly phone. Focus. There, focus. See? Right there. I'm sitting in the living room. Hubby's over here in the bathroom. And I hear this noise. Like a bead falling. I'm like, what is that? And hubby says, what? So I go into the kitchen and I'm like, it sounded like a bead fell. I'm looking on the counter, I don't see anything. And then I hear another one. I'm like, what the heck? I look, and this bracelet that I used to have here, that I've put around my olive oil, it's elastic. Clear elastic is broke. And that's where the beads were falling from. Freaked out hubby. Freaked me out. Like, what the heck? So I grabbed my sage, my shell, my turkey feather, and I went through the apartment. So I think the unsettled feeling is just me right now. Just have to calm down. Calm down. Just totally bizarre. This is what happens when you go to the store, I guess, and you leave Ghost Adventures on instead of turning the TV off. Never doing that again. So, oh, that's bizarre. Okay. That was the insanity of part of our evening. Now, I had this pot, and it was white with some yellow on it, like a swoosh of yellow. And I had, as you can see, I had a succulent in it. Well, I guess I put too much water the one time that I watered it, and it died. So I had this sitting up on our pantry and was thinking, what can I do with it? There. So I thought, okay, I paint it black, and since I like the orange on the birdhouse, when we went to the dollar store, I got me some orange. I wish they just had orange plain. So I figured, I don't know what I'm going to put in it, but I like the simple way this looks. I've been watching, I watched part of CJ Faison. I can never get that last name right. I watched a couple of, or one of his videos this evening. And then I've been catching up on Bros of Decay. I haven't watched them for a long time. And I have to get back to some of the others, like Urban Paranormal. Okay. That's looking fine. Like I said, I'm doing all this. I have no clue what I'm going to put in it. But I'll find something. That's maybe 2. Am I right? Hey, I'm right. It cooled off here this afternoon when we got the rain. There. That's pretty. It's not exactly straight, but that's okay. Now I was thinking, this one looks nice. I don't even know if it'll stay on it, but we'll see. I have thought of using some of the wooden pieces, but so hubby went ahead and replaced all the white buckets with orange buckets. They don't stand out as much now. Oh, there, isn't that pretty? Just something like that. And what else can we put on here that you can see? Because you want to make sure it's too big. The owl would be okay, but I don't know, you kind of want to, wherever I'd have it, I think I would just have it like that. But it needs maybe something along the bottom. That was just too bizarre. There. Or would that look better with what? Probably would look better with a white one. Maybe. Or should I just put this on here? Yeah. Use that on the bottom. I have part of a story for you tonight. I haven't finished it as yet. Guess I'm still working on it. I'm happy with what I got so far. Boy, it's stuck. Maybe I'll get a fake plant and stick it in here. Okay. There we go. Something simple. Pretty. I think that looks nice. What do you think? Now I had thought, and then of course I'm opening up this one, and what falls out of it? Boo. Come on. Right there. Couldn't believe it. Oh, maybe I should put Boo on there. Is that what you want, Boo Boo? Or are you telling me to put the cats? No, I think I'll just leave it like that. If I were to put anything, I would put these on it. Or maybe up here. Maybe. But that's the way that's going to stay for right now. I really love the black and then that hint of orange. That looks so good. I'll put these in there. And then this stuff will go. I have bats, but I don't think you'd be able to see them on here. Well, maybe. Do I have any other bats? I have one. I have one bat on here. There. It's not in your face, but you can see it. Okay. The other bat is facing the right way. It's a teeny weeny one. See, it's teeny weeny. There. And you can go there. That's okay. Now, I will set you up so that I can get on with the story. Now, tonight's story begins. The sounds were coming from inside the house. It was supposed to be abandoned, yet we heard music. Samantha suggested kids with a radio. I quickly dismissed it. We could find no sign of entry into the house. Yet here we stood in the front yard, listening to the rhythm. Cautiously, we moved closer within the tall grass and weeds. Rose bushes and ivy had taken over the front and sides of the home. Closer still, we moved in. The windows were thick with dust inside and mud from flower pots outside. We managed to locate a small corner of a window that we could peek through. There was no one inside that we could see, and suddenly we noticed the music had stopped. If it were kids, they must have caught a glimpse of us. We went around the house one more time. Samantha found a cellar door open a fragment. "Let's go inside," she urged, pushing with all her might on the door. Down the spider-ridden concrete staircase, we made our way, steps crumbling beneath our feet. This was dangerous. We shouldn't be doing it. The basement floor was thin concrete, missing in some spots. Weeds had grown in those places. Wooden shelves lined one side of 4 walls. Grotesque jars of who knows what sat unopened, covered in dirt. From above, dust rained down on us. We stopped in our tracks, terrified to move. Who else was in the house? We stood listening for footsteps, so we would know how many there were. Only one set of steps was heard. With each one, dust continued to fall. Our only hope was that was that they went away from the basement stairs in the house. They abruptly stopped on the far side of the floor above. We had no idea what was above us. We knew from the outside there were 2 floors above this. We waited in the dark for the steps to begin again, but they didn't. Convinced it was okay, we moved forward toward the stairs that would allow us to enter the first floor. Of course, we would find a kitchen, living room, and possibly a bathroom. We would soon see. Each step for us was nerve-wracking. One nearly gave way, but we moved quickly. Taking a deep breath, Samantha slowly opened the door without resistance. She looked both ways before declaring the room clear. Table, chairs, stove, it was the kitchen. Pots and pans laid in the dry sink. Plates and glasses on the counter. We were not opening the fridge. Taking a careful look, we entered the next room. Sofa, coffee table, an old TV. Must be the living room. Still no sign of who had been walking above us. This room was also covered in a thick layer of dust. Magazines from the 80s covered the floor in front of the sofa. The smell of stale cigarettes was heavy in the air. Full ashtrays were on every possible surface. I thought I would be sick if we didn't move on. I desperately needed fresh air, but there was none here. Slowly, we continued into what had been the dining room. Antique crystal, neatly arranged, waited behind the hutch glass to be used. Hardened candle wax stayed in a frozen state, hanging off the table edge. Meals here were long gone. A gorgeous marble fireplace graced one end of the room. Faded photos still adorned the mantel. Some were eaten away by mold. This was always the sad part of exploring. Movement above us broke our concentration. Samantha brought her finger to her lips. I nodded and inched my way towards her. She pointed to the ceiling, then to the stairs. I wasn't sure this was a good idea. My first thought was to leave. I was happy with what I had seen. The moment Samantha placed a foot on the step, a loud bang vibrated through the house. Oops. We made not another move. We stood in the open, feeling terribly vulnerable. Should Samantha move backwards, towards me, or continue? She decided to go forward, as I followed close behind. When her eyes were just above the floor, she stopped. Sam motioned for me to move up. One door was shut to our right. The washroom was in front of us, and 2 bedrooms to our right. We imagined the closed door was also a bedroom. We both watched the light under the door for movement. Nothing. Inch by inch, we made our way to the landing. With each creak of the floorboard, we cringed. As much as we wanted to know what was in that room, we checked out the washroom first. The mirror above the sink was broken. Pieces of it were on the floor and in the sink. Rust gave away the trail of water on the ceramic surface. Toothbrushes and shampoo bottles lay in the tub. We didn't bother to put the toilet seat up. Everything remained quiet as we explored the first bedroom. A metal frame bed, still made, waiting for its owner to come back. A heavy comforter laid on the mattress, the edges frayed from use. Paint chips from the ceiling littered the surface, natural decay. This was an urban photographer's dream. We tiptoed past the closed room to the one at the front of the house. This had been the master bedroom. We could tell by the size. The final weekend of summer was proving well worth the drive. The sun was getting lower in the sky. Time had gotten away from us. We had been there longer than anticipated. Men and women's clothing hung in the mid-sized closet. Shoes were lined up on the bottom. Spare change sat in a shallow dish on the dresser, whose mirror had been smashed into sharp shards of glass. The drawers were empty except for the odd sock and old t-shirt. I knew we were spending more time than what was needed. Meeting at the doorway, we glanced at each other, then the door. Did we have the guts to open it? Could we handle what was behind it? I think we'll leave it there for this evening. Keep you hanging. Thank you for joining me this evening. Hope you enjoyed the extremely small craft that I showed you. Still don't know what I'm going to put in there, but when I do, I'll show it to you. Hope you're enjoying the new story. As I said, I'm still writing it. Not sure where it's going to be going, but I'll pick up writing more of it once I've uploaded the video. So to my YouTube family, thank you very much for coming by and constantly giving me the encouragement to continue with my writing. It means so much to me. It really does. Whenever I have doubts about it, I read your comments, and that just makes me push forward. It honestly does. To anyone who's coming by to see what's going on this evening, please do check out any of my other videos that you'd like to. They're all there for you to watch. Any of them that you like, consider giving a thumbs up. Consider leaving me a comment. I'll get back to you. Share out any of them that you think someone just might be interested in. While you're here, think about subscribing. And if you do, go that one step further and click on the notification bell so that you'll know anytime that I upload. Hope you all had a great Saturday. I had to second think what day it was this morning when I got up. And hopefully tomorrow will be a nice sunshiny day for you. And if you do get rain, enjoy it. At least it's not that white stuff yet. But I hope you continue to enjoy your long weekend. And as always, ciao for now.